Morning, welcome to the next podcast, Manny Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. I'm going to go into a few bits that just turned up a couple of weeks ago. I know we missed last week, so I didn't have an opportunity to do that. And I missed a couple of bits the week before, so I'm just going to sort of revisit a couple of weeks ago and go back to 1930 stuff. And a nice copy photograph here of 1930 Australian team at Downside School in Bath. Now, interestingly, this sort of was taken, and the original one was given to the lady who cleaned the players' boots at Downside School, and the original was sent to her, or given to her, should I say. They've got the full team there, which is nice. But this one here is the opening of the brand new pavilion, which sits at the back there at Downside School, and it's signed by all the players from the Downside School. But it hasn't got Bradman and a Beckett in this one, so I don't quite know why they wouldn't be in this one, because this is rather more official than the other one. But so probably never know that. But they visited there between the match at Cambridge and the first Test match of the series. A bit of relaxation, played a bit of snooker, a bit of cricket, a bit of practice. So a nice visit there from the 1930 team, the Downside School. So that was just sort of going back to a couple of weeks ago. So this week it'll turn up is this lovely photograph here of Ken Barrington, the great Ken Barrington, in his MCC jumper. And it's to Morris, best wishes, Ken Barrington, Surrey in England. Now I think Morris is Morris Blunden, was a famous collector many years ago, unfortunately passed away. And his collection was obviously passed on. So this one I'm pretty sure is addressed to Morris, so nice to have a sort of reminiscence of a great collector. And then what's prompted me this week to go into the 1926 Australian team was this lovely signed photograph, or postcard photograph, of the SS Otranto, or Tranto shall I say. Beautifully signed there with 1926 team on there, including Pope, the medical officer, down in the corner here. Quite a rare signature for that tour. I think the only one that's not on there is Ferguson, the scorer. But that's a lovely photograph, that. I'm really pleased to fill a hole in the collection with that one. So that's nice. So that sort of prompted me to get to 1926 stuff out and have a look at that. And we're going to start with, I'll just start with a couple of postcards here. And this one's with their Jaeger equipment on. The Australian cricketers have decided that for their purpose, Jaeger is the best thing to wear, it says on the back here, which is there. They've got the test matches on there. That's quite a nice postcard there, 1926 side, the Jaeger. And then we've got them here in a nice pose here. This is Bolland, I think. This is Bolland, yeah. So there we are, the 26, and I'll show you another one of those in a moment. But that's a nice postcard there, 1926 side. And then we've got a couple of little booklets here. This one, Cricket 1926. Little bits on the back there. Nice pamphlet, this one. It's photographs and information of the Aussies team, Aussie Australian team, and photographs and information of 30 leading England cricketers and the test grounds. So that's quite a nice little booklet there for 6p. Some pretty young photographs in here of various players and information. So there's some of the England boys there, and then we get some of the Aussie tourists there with the captain and Collins and Bardsley, what have you. Quite a nice little booklet there. Some relevant information about the tests that have already been played. That's quite a nice booklet. And then we've got another one here, Australian Cricket 26. Portraits drawn from life and signed by each player. Price £1. This is Lawrence East, and as it says on the tin, it's got there's Sidney Smith at the back there, manager. And then we got who's this one? This one's Ryder, and they get Woodford on the back there, which is the write-up of his portrait, which is there. It's quite a nice little booklet, this one. And you got that one. And that's Ponsford there. That one, nice sketch. And who's at the front there? That's Clary Grimmett there. Nice one there of Clary Grimmett. And this one is a Fleetgate Publications, printed and published by Fleetgate Publications, Lombard Lane, Bavaria Street, EC4. So that's a nice, lovely little booklet there for them. And then what have we got here? We've got a nice, lovely letter here from Charlie McCartney. Nice, lovely signature there at the bottom there, 1926. This is where they were just coming back and preparing for the Oval Test match. And it's, "Dear Mr. Lamb, your very nice note of the 8th received, and I thank you for it. And also appreciate your remarks. It is always a pleasure to have words from unbiased sportsmen in any country. Thanks for your good wishes, and with kindest regards, yours sincerely, Charlie McCartney." That's a lovely letter there at the Cecil Hotel, or from the Cecil Hotel, as I say, which was there based in London. And there's a lovely photograph postcard of the Cecil Hotel, which is the first headquarters of the RAF, I think. And then we go to the famous Test match. This is the first day's play, end of the first day's play, where Australia was 60 for 4. England got 280, so that's the first day's play, which is a Saturday unusually, August the 14th. That's a nice scorecard there. Shame we haven't got the last one, but there's a nice fixtures for the Oval there. And of course the last Test match, which England famously won by 286, I think it was. I've got it on the back here, 289, beg your pardon. And there's a team there, pre-clear up at the Oval, rubbish all over the place. But a nice postcard there from England 1926. And of course there's a lovely signed presentation of the 1926 England team there. Some lovely signatures there. Particularly impressed with Geary down there, funnily enough. Best wishes, Maurice Tate. What's that on there? With pleasure, Herbert Sutcliffe. So a lovely souvenir there from the 1926 Ashes winning team. Then finally there's, or well, not quite finally, there's the those Ashes, the Australian team 1926 by Monty Noble, which gives you a full write-up of the team, or the team's matches in there. Nice photograph on the back there. So that's a nice book there to be getting on with. But then the final thing is this rather large, but nonetheless beautiful photograph, T. Bolam photograph of the 1926 side, all signed. Don't think I'm going to get it all in the picture, but there we are, fully signed there. And if you can see that at the bottom, it's presented to George Reynolds, who was obviously an American. I think my research so far has brought out that he was a bit of an author, so they must have got that when they were crossing the America, and the SS Montrose, which left Liverpool. And this is a menu from the SS Montrose, where they sailed from Liverpool back to Australia, obviously to America first. And then there's a nice list on the back there of the matches, all the results of the matches and the team. Unfortunately not signed, but it's got possibly a Arthur Maley little drawing there. I don't think it's quite the quality of Arthur Maley, but a nice thing anyway. So that's something for the Montrose, and a lovely signed photograph there of the Australian 1926 side. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that for the 170th podcast, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.